Hello everyone, Johnny here. Welcome to the next series of JavaScript. In today's session, we will learn about arrays. We will try to learn about arrays. We will discuss in detail about what is the use of array, what are the methods in JavaScript related to array. In JavaScript, array is a ordered list of data. It means it can store the values in a serial order. For example, the array can store different type of data in each slot. It means in each and every index value can store different type of data, whereas in other programming languages where it will be storing homogeneous type of data, whereas in JavaScript we can store different type of data in each slot. It means each index. It can be of numbers, strings or objects. Secondly, the length of an array will be an dynamic, in the sense it will be dynamically growing, in the sense based upon the elements whatever we push or whatever we perform the operations on a particular array, it can grow dynamically. In JavaScript we can create arrays in two ways. First one, we can create using array literal. It means we can just create a variable and we can assign some. See here, I'm trying to write in this way. This is the first way of creation. Or else we can also create an array using new keyword, that is using array constructor. These are the two ways where we can create an array. Let me put in comments so that you can understand. These are the two ways where we can create array in two ways. First one and second one. In JavaScript we can create this array, like we can create using an array constructor, or we can also create using this array literal. For example, if I want to assign some values, I want to put some values in the array, then I can write like this. Let me write an example for both of these arrays. For example, I'm trying to write variable s is equals to moon, sun, star. It means in this array we have elements at the indexes, like index 0 would be a moon, 1 would be a sun and 2 would be a star. We can also write the same thing using array constructor. For example, I'm trying to write like this. We can also write new of array moon, star or sun. We can also write in this way. Is there any other way where we can initialize the array elements in the array constructor? Yes, we can also write, like for example, you have written something like this, new of array, and you want to insert the values in this. In the sense, we want to assign some values based upon each indexes. Then you can write sof 0, like what you have written in the first statement in the line number 18. The same thing we are trying to rewrite it. It means we are trying to write the same values. We can also insert the values in array literal in this way. So first one and second one. For example, if I don't have any array elements, if I don't have any array elements, we can just write in this way, like variable s is equals to, like s is equals to new of array constructor, where it means the array doesn't have any values. For example, if you can see in the line number 13 and 14, we can say these two line number 13 and 14 as an empty arrays. It means it doesn't hold any element in it. For suppose if you want to know the number of elements in the array, like I know the number of elements which is in the array, like I have only 10 elements, then manually, for example, you have only 10 elements in an array, then you can write, if you know prior, then you can just simply write 10 like this. It means this array will try to store the values of only 10 elements. Like initially we can pass this. For example, if I want to make sure if I want to pass some values in this array, like I want to pass some 4 numbers or 3 numbers in this, I can write like this: let marks is equals to new of array. I'm trying to write 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. I'm trying to write 4 numbers here. What does this mean? It also means like we are trying to have the values in this. It means it will try to store 5 values in this. See, we have already declared this. I'm trying to put in these comments. Yes, let me check this console. If we can see this, you got line number 27. So can you see, we can, when we have added the array values in this, it is trying to display. So what is the length of this? 5. Let me write a method also, like how we can find the length of this array also. So you got to know, like for example, whenever we write 10 here, it means the array has initial size of 10. For example, if I want to write 10 elements also, you can write in this way, like where I can write everything separately, 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. It means it is storing 5 values. For example, can I pass a string here? Yes, we can also pass a string, like for example, I'm trying to write let name is equals to new of array. I'm trying to write Johnny here. So what does it mean? It is trying to store only one value in this. Sorry, it is trying to store only one value in this name. Can you see? Yes, line number 30, it is Johnny here. So in this way we can also do. So whenever you are trying to access an array elements, for example, see, we have initialized the array elements here, but if I want to access it, for example, can I write something here as marks of 0? See, got the first element, that is 1. As array elements always starts with the 0 index, so it will try to display the value. It will start from 0 here. For example, I have same thing. Let me write something like this. For example, I'm trying to use the same statement here. I just want to put this in the comments, and I'm trying to write, we have 3 elements in this, like 0 for moon, 1 for sun, and 2 for star. I want to access first element or second element or third element. How can I write? We can write console.log s of 0. It means we are trying to access the first element. For example, I have written s of 1. It means we are trying to access sun. So output of the snippet would be a sun. The output of the snippet would be a Johnny here. So we can access the array elements based upon the index values. Now, if in array we have so many methods, like we have a very good number of methods where we can write the code. In order to write the customized code, like we can use this predefined method so that we can implement the snippet. First one, we will try to discuss about length. In this first one, we will try to discuss about length. So what is the use of length? Length is used to calculate the length of an array. Length property is used to calculate the length of an array. For example, I am trying to write variable a equal to 10 comma 20 comma 20 comma 30, something. I'm trying to write some dummy values, and if I want to calculate the length of it, for example, in some input fields also, or some arrays or somewhere, we want to calculate the length of the size of an element, then we can use this. So you can understand 0, it is 1 2 3, but the array index starts from 0, so answer is 3 here. Next method, for example, can I calculate the length of this empty arrays? Like for example, I have created two statements here. So I'm trying to create two statements here, right? So let me put this here, and I want to calculate the length of this, a dot length. So what it will try to return, whenever you are trying to write something like this, and console.log array dot length. So what would be the output of the snippet? It will try to return as 0 and 0. because we don't have array elements here. In the sense, we don't have any elements specified in it. For example, I want to access the first element. If I want to access the first element, we can access using 0. But I want to access last element now. I should also access the last element of this array. How can I write? See here, console.log first element. I'm trying to write first element. So how can I write AA of 0? Yes, it works fine. Let's see. First element. For example, I'm trying to write the same values. I want to access the last element here. If I want to access the last element, what is the array name here? AA, which has 10, 30 and 50. If I write AA dot length, if I write length here, see, it will try to return as, let us see what it will try to return. It is returning as undefined. Why? Because the array elements will start from 0, 1, 2. But whenever you are trying to write AA dot length, it means the value will be 3 here. So A of 3, do we have A of 3? No. 0 is there, 1 is there, 2 is there and 3 is there. So we need to put here as -1. Then it will try to display the last value. So it is trying to display the last value. You can check with the line number 45 and 45. It is trying to display the output. Next one. So this is the first length method. Now let us understand about shift. What is the use of shift? In arrays, shift is used to remove the first element of an array. If I want to remove the first element of an array, we use shift. It means it will try to change the length of an array. It returns the first removed item. In the sense, whatever the element we have removed, it will try to display. For example, see here where I am trying to write, let me write with the same name, variable names, 10, 30 and 50 and 60 here. It will try to remove the first element. So whenever I am trying to write console.log sh.shift, so what will be the output of the snippet here? See, it is trying to remove the first array element. So the shift will try to remove the first array element here. So what would be the return type of this shift? It is a number, because it is trying to remove only that element. Now see the complete array. We got 40, 50 and 60. It means the array element has been removed and it is trying to display the rest of array. For example, if I am trying to perform this shift operation for empty array, it will try to return as undefined. We have seen here, like for example, if the array element is not there, it is trying to return undefined. In the same way, when we are trying to perform the shift operation in the empty array, it will try to return as undefined. Next one, we will learn about unshift. What is the use of unshift? For example, I am trying to use the same snippet. Same snippet here. I am trying to write unshift here. Unshift. So if I am trying to perform unshift here, what would be the output of the snippet? Whenever you are trying to perform the unshift operation, it will add an item to the beginning of an array. It will try to add the item to the beginning of an array. Did we add some item here? Did we add any element here? No. For example, I am trying to add 88. I am trying to add 88. Can you see here? 54. It is trying to return the length of this array after affecting. Now what is the element we have inserted? We have inserted 88, which is in the form of a string. So arrays will hold different type of data. In the sense, it might be a number, it might be a string, it might be a boolean value, anything it will be storing in a particular array. So unshift will try to add the item at the beginning of an array. For example, we can see some methods called pop. What is the use of this pop? Pop is used to remove the item from an end of an array. Remember, shift and unshift at the beginning, pop and push at the end. In the sense, pop will try to remove the element, push will try to insert an element. Unshift will try to insert an element at the beginning, shift will try to remove an element at the beginning. So shift and unshift at the beginning, pop and push at the end. So in this, I am trying to write let let me write p 10, 30, 50 and some values. I have written some values here, and I am trying to write console.log p.pop. What does the pop do? It will try to delete an element at the end of an array. Now let us see. 60 has been removed. So what would be the original size of this array now? I am trying to display the original array here. So it will try to give us the 3 elements left in the array. So pop will try to remove an element at the end of an array. Next one is push. What does push does? For example, let me use the same snippet. I am trying to write push here. Push will try to make sure it will try to insert element at end of an array. I am trying to write here as, let me write 99, and let me put this. Yes. So push will try to add at end of an array. At end it will try to delete. End it will try to add. So what would be the size of this array now? See here, it is trying to add the item at the end of an array. Can you see? 10, 30, 405, 60 and 99. It has been added at the end of an array, and I am trying to push will try to just give us a return value as a number. In the sense, what would be the size of it? Here it is trying to display all the items. Next one is index of. What is the use of index of? Index of will try to give us the index of an array. For example, I have an array element. I want to make sure to calculate the index of it. For example, I have written I here. I am trying to put the same array elements here. Let me write. There is no need of. And I am trying to make sure index of 99. Do we have 99 here? No. Let me put in this way, better. And Control C, and I am trying to write now 30 here. See, can you see? It is trying to return as -1. Index of will try to return as -1 when we don't find any array element in it. The particular value is not found in an array, then it returns -1. For example, if the value has been written, then it will try to check the index value. For example, I have written here as 405. See here, now it will try to return 2. It means index of will try to return the index of a particular array element. So what would be the return type of it? Return type is a number. Now the last index of. What is the use of last index of? For example, see, I have a same array element here. So when I am trying to write last index, I have a element like this, last index of. I have a last index of here. You know the camel case, right? Yes, last index of. For example, I am trying to write 99, 99, 99, 55, 99. So whenever it has a multiple elements, see, whenever it has a multiple array elements, see here, line number 74 will try to return the last index. In the sense, it will not match with the first occurrence. At the end occurrence, whatever it matches, it will try to display. Whereas 405, it is matching with only the first index, so it will try to display the first value itself. So let me delete this. See here, it is 6. It means it will try to display the last index array value. In the sense, wherever the array element is present, it will try to display its last index array element. So what would be the return type of this? The return type of this last index of will be also a number. Next one, includes. What is the use of includes? Includes will try to check whether the array element is present in an array or not. For example, I have trying to take, let 10, 20, 20, 30, some values I have taken. In this I am trying to write console.log in.includes of 40 dot includes of 40. So what does it means? Where we have written line number 78, somewhere we have written syntax error, somewhere we have written something wrong. We have written includes, right? Includes console.log. Yes, we got it. So when you see here, it is trying to return as true. It means the array element is present in this element 40 is present in an array. For example, I have written 500. I have written 500 here, so it will try to return as false. Includes will have a return type as boolean. It means if it is there, it returns true. If it is not there, it returns false. Next one is join. What is the use of join? Which is used to convert array into a string. We use a delimiter here. The default delimiter will be a comma. For example, I have written 10, 20, 30 and 40, some values, 50 and 60. Okay, now I have written console.j.join. See what would be the output of the snippet now? fi. Can you see? Comma. For example, for the same statement, I have written some delimiter as let me put a delimiter as star. Okay, let me put and. We got and. So whenever you are trying to use, if we don't use, the comma will be a default delimiter, and when we put some character or something, then it will try to join together and it will try to return as a number. In the includes, the boolean type is boolean, but in the join, the boolean so the return type would be a string. Next one, reverse. Let me write reverse now. For example, I will copy this long array so that it will be easy for us. So I am trying to write a reverse here. I have a reverse. I want to print the reverse of this array elements. R dot reverse. Reverse in the sense, see here, it is trying to print the elements in a reverse order, which is used to print the elements in a reverse order, in the sense opposite direction. Now let us see the next one. What would be the return type of this reverse? The return type of this reverse would be an array. Next one. Next method would be a concat. What is use of concat? Concat is used to combine two arrays. For example, if I want to give a new output as a result as an array, and it will try to make sure that it will not affect its original array, but it will try to combine this. Let me put in this. What is this concat, right? See, let us write some snippet so that we can understand. So we have an array here, and again I'm trying to write console.log. What is this? C dot concat, and I want to make sure, like, I want to add 100, 60, line number 93. We got concat. It means it will try to create a new array with the data, whatever the data we have added, data in the sense the array values, whatever we have added. So this is about concat. Next one, in the first session of the series, we have discussed the basic concepts required to master this. See, somewhere we will find the concepts which will be covering in the further sessions. So what we have done is that in the day one itself, we have covered the basics of functions, object, array, in simple terms. Here now we will try to use some keywords like function in this, like what is a function, like all these things. So for this we will try to perform some operations. Like in arrays, we also have some methods like filter, slice, splice, every, each, map, reduce, and all these things. So what I will do is, we will try to write a small snippet so where we can understand this the array methods. We can also say these array methods have been using from the ES6 version. Like, let me put this. Next one we will try to discuss about for each. For each, what is the use of for each? So for each will try to retrieve the data from an array, and it will try to have a callback function where it will have the index as well as the value. In the sense, it will take two arguments. As we have discussed in the first day, we have taken an argument as a Johnny and a parameter as a name. In the same way, we are trying to use two arguments here where it is has value and index. Now let us write where array equals to I'm trying to write 10 comma 30 comma 40, and I'm trying to write array dot for each, control Z, for each. In this, I'm trying to pass a callback function which takes a callback function, and it will have value and index. In this, we are trying to make sure we will try to display the values. See here, console.log of value. Based upon the each index, it will try to display the values of it. We got 10, 30 and 40. This is about for each. In a other series of this sessions also, we have discussed individually what is the for each, what is the difference between every and all. Now every, what is the use of every? For each will try to display each and index array element based upon this callback function where it will take two arguments, value and index. Then what is the use of array every here? Every is to check whether the every element has been passed, passed in the sense whether it has satisfied the particular condition or not. If the condition has been satisfied, it will try to return as a boolean value. Let me use the same snippet now. I'm trying to use the same snippet for every. For example, I'm trying to write every here, every function, and for this I'm trying to write if the return value is greater than 5. If the return value is greater than 5 only, it should able to return the answer for this. So how we can check the value for this? See here, let me write. So we didn't get output because we haven't written console.log, and let me write this here. So it will try to display this array values. Yes, let me put this in E, and we can also, yes, we got it. So it is trying to check whether the every value has been passed or not. For example, see here, I am trying to write 2 here. So what happens? It will try to return as false, because every will try to check whether each and every element has been passed based upon this condition. Where we have written condition, we have written the condition here itself. Next one, sum. Next one we are trying to write about sum. What is the use of this sum? Sum which is used to check an array elements based upon the condition, and it will try to return a value. It means it will try to check at least some elements of array has been passed a condition or not, whether at least some array elements has been passed this condition or not. For example, let me write yes, true. If it has passed at least one element, it will try to return as true. If not, it will try to return as false. Next one, what is the use of filter? Filter we can use in order to make sure we need to satisfy some condition. Based upon this, it will try to create a new array. Based upon this condition, it will try to return as a new array. For example, see here, I am trying to use the same snippet, and we will try to discuss this in the further sessions also, like how we have written the syntax in callback functions also. Here we are trying to write filter. In this filter, I am trying to write greater than 5. Very good. So let me write 5, and just I am trying to change the variable name, so in order to understand, like for each and every value it will try to parse, and see here it is trying to create a new value. with whatever the value which is greater than 5, it is trying to create a new array. So filter will try to create a new array based upon this condition. Next one is slice. What is the use of slice? Remember, slice will take two arguments whose types are numbers. In the sense, the first argument represents the starting index from where we can start, and the next argument represents from where we need to end. It means the first argument and second argument we will try to differentiate it. First we will try to take the starting index and the end value, in the sense second argument, and we will try to create the difference between the first and the second argument, and we will try to retrieve the array elements. See here, SL I have taken in this 10, 30, 50, 60, 70 and 50. In this I am trying to write console.log sl.slice of 1,3. 1,3 indicates we have discussed, first it will start from the 1, the first 0 and 1 value, and it will try to differentiate the values, that is 3 minus 1. What is this? 2. So it will try to retrieve the answer as 40 and 50. The answer would be 40 and 50. See here, the slice will try to do in this way, where it will take the first argument and second argument, and it will try to subtract it, and it will try to display the values. Next one, splice. Splice will have three arguments. It means first one insertion, next one deletion, and next one is update. The splice, the first argument represents from where we need to start, second argument represents how many elements we want to delete, and the third argument represents how many we need to insert or modify in it. It has three. First one insert, next one delete, next one is update. So let me put the same array here. I am trying to take splice here. So let me write 1,1. For example, I have written 1,1. What does it means? It will try to see. It is trying to print 1,1. So we have taken the index values as 1,1. In the sense, sorry, we haven't written splice here. Sorry for this. See, we got 40. It means it has started and it has been displayed. Now for the same array values, we are trying to perform. Let me put this in comments so that you will not get confused. 1, 3, and I want to put something like this, 100, 200. It means it will start from 1, in the sense 0 and 1. It will delete 3 items. It means 40, 50 and 60, and it will try to insert 100 and 200 in between that. Refresh. Yes, where is this? Line number 129. Yes. Oh, sorry. So it has deleted it. Let me echo the original array so that you can understand. It has deleted the array value. See here, it has affected like 10, 100, 270 and 50. It has done it. Now for example, if I have written 0 here, it means it will not delete any array elements, but it will try to perform. See, it has not deleted any array elements. In the sense, we haven't performed any operation in this, but we have inserted 10, 100, 200, 40, 50, 60, 70 and 50. This is about splice. And the next one we will try to discuss about, most important, is a map. In React, wherever you will use this map. Map will try to make sure that, for example, if you want to perform the same operation on each element in an array, then we can go with map. If I want to perform the same operation again and again for each and every array element, then we can use a map. See, let us write a code without using a map and with using a map, then you can understand. You know, we have discussed about a for loop, basic looping conditions. First we will try to implement the same code using a looping conditions, and next we will try to implement the same code using a map, so that we can differentiate it how we can do. For example, yes, let us write some snippet here, and let me write let marks is equals to 10, 20 comma 40. 10 comma 20 comma 40. Now what I want to do is that I just want to add 10 marks for the each and every individual index. I just want to add 10 marks for the index 1, index 2, and then 0 index, first index and second index. So let me write mark, okay, equals to 0. Now I'm trying to write mark equal to 0. Now again I'm trying to create new marks equals to, new marks is equals to some empty array. New marks is equals to some empty array. So for this, what I'm trying to do, I will try to create a for loop for where I equals to 0, and you know the conditions, marks dot length and I plus plus. It means it is trying to iterate for each and every array element. Now what I need to do, mark equal to, I should able to add each and every array element with the values of like 10, new marks of 10, marks of I, oh my god, sorry for this, is plus 10. Now I'm trying to display this. What would be the new one? Like I would able to make sure I should able to display the new marks array. So whenever we are trying to add each and every array element, I should able to insert it. I should able to insert that also, right? So yes, we can also use push method here. New marks dot push of mark. Whatever the marks we are trying to get, I'm trying to put in this, and at the end, okay, now we will get marks where marks is already defined, where we have written marks is already defined. Okay, in the initial one we have written, right? Identifier I has been already used. So what I will do is that I will just put everything in this, everything I have just placed in the comments, and I'm trying to execute only this snippet. So you got, see, each array element has been initialized with it has been incremented, and it is trying to push in this. You know about the push, we can just insert an array element. What I have done is that in this for loop I have iterated each and every element for first loop, second loop and third loop, and I'm trying to add 10 marks for this, and I'm trying to push the new values in this new array so that it can be displayed here. This is done without using a map. So there we are trying to write the code manually. Now if I want to print this, if I want to write the same thing, let me write, let equal to the same values I'm trying to take, 30 and 40. See how we can implement the same thing in map. And dot map function, a callback function with the value and the index, and in this we are trying to put return, what is this value it will try to access, plus 10. So let me put all these values in the new array, and now shall I write here as console.log nn. So the same snippet we are trying to implement using a map here. See, we got the same result using a map, and we will try to implement these functions and everything in the next session also. So therefore we can understand it like what we have done in the beginning session itself. We have discussed about the functions, so that whenever you are trying to understand these concepts, like because all the concepts will be combined together, like it has a similar concept which we need to use, like in functions we will be using arrays. So we have discussed the basic elements in the first day session itself, so you can just go through it and you will understand. So this is how we have discussed about arrays in this session, like creating an array, two ways, initializing an array. We can also initialize in this way, display the array elements, length, shift, unshift, pop, push, index of, last index of, includes, join, reverse, concat, for each, every, sum, filter, slice and map. So we have more array logics in the sessions we have discussed earlier. You can just go into the channel and you will find n number of logics based on arrays asked in interview. Now let us see the questions of this session. We have some questions like this. Variable j is equals to new of array. It means the array has been created using array constructor which holds 3 elements. Console.log j of 0, the first element, the 0th index element. We don't have any element here. The first statement will try to return as undefined. Next one, the type of j, that everything in the Java is based upon, JavaScript is based upon object, so the answer would be an object here. Next one, next bit here, let a equal to Johnny, b equal to 28, c equals to true. Let some values equal to a comma b comma c. It means it will try to put all the array elements inside this array and the output would be a heart symbol. Next one, we have created an empty array here, languages. In this we are trying to calculate the length of it, and again we are trying to push at the 0th index. Again we are trying to push an element at, push in the sense we are trying to insert an element at first index. So in the first statement it would be a 0, second statement it would be a 1, third statement it would be a 2. Constant num equal to 1, 2, 3, 3 and num of 4 equal to 20. Array index starts from 0, 0 for 1, 1 for 2, 2 for 3, and we are inserting an element at 4. So the output of the snippet would be a like symbol. Next one, variable s is equals to pen comma sketch, console.log s of s.length. The answer would be a undefined here, because s.length will try to return the length of an array which is in the form of 3. As the array index starts from 0 for pen, 1 for pen, 2 for sketch, we don't have the value for 3, so the answer is undefined. Next one, we have an array where pen and sketch, s of s.length minus 1. s.length minus 1 will try to return the last index of an array. In the sense, the answer would be a sketch, the heart symbol. Variable my array equal to foo bar bars. My array dot length equal to 0. It means we have emptied the array. We have initialized the array with 0 values. In the sense, it has been empty now. And again we are trying to push an element bin. So the answer would be a bin here. Next one, variable test array equal to 1, 2, 3. Variable result equals to test array dot push of 4, 5, 6. Console.log of res. Always remember, you might expect the answer as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but the answer for this would be a 6. That is, it will try to return the last index value. Sorry, not the last index value, the length of the what we have, how many elements we have in an array. Next one, now the answer for this array would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here the answer for the first reference, console.log b equals to a. It means we have used equality operator, equality here, where it will try to check based upon this value. So for the first one it will try to return as true, and the next one it will try to return as false. Question number 8. Question number is 8. Very good. So the answer for this snippet would be hello world. The answer would be 1 or 2. The answer would be 1 here. Next one, the answer for this would be a 2. The answer for this snippet would be 2 and 6, because empty space will also be considered in this. Colors dot length is equals to 2, colors of 2, it means 0 1 2. The answer would be undefined. Next one, question number 12. Colors dot length equal to 4, colors of 3. So the answer for this snippet would be undefined. Red, blue and green are the array elements with the index 0 1 2. We have initialized the array length with black and brown. In the sense, the last element is black, again it has been inserted with brown. Now the colors dot length will try to return the answer as 5. Question number 14. The answer for this snippet would be a black and brown. The answer for this snippet, slice will try to have 2 arguments. Here we have only 1 argument. It will slice from the negative indicates from the backwards. If I have a positive value, it will be starting from the first value. So the answer for this snippet would be -1 for 6, -2 for 5, -3 for 4. The answer is 4 5 6. Here the answer would be variable array equal to 1 2 3 4 5, array 2 equal to array equals to empty. In the sense, the answer for this snippet would be a 0 and 1 2 3 4 5. Array dot 3 equal to 1 2 3 4 5, array 3 dot length equal to 0 and console dot log of array 3. The answer is 0. And the answer for the snippet would be 0 5. Splice will take from the starting, so it will try to delete so many items. So the answer is 1 2 3 4 and 5. Sorry, index of we have the index as s, so the answer would be a 3 here. It will try to print the index value of an array element. 7 we don't have here, so the array index would be a -1. Splice 1 1. The answer for this snippet would be 20 50 60 90 and 50. 1 3 100 and 200. So what would be the answer for this? 0 1. The answer would be 20 100 200 90 50. The answer for this snippet would be 20 100 200 30 50 60 90 and 50. The answer is first A. So here the option would be like yes, delete of array 3, so it will try to create an hole here. So console.log of array, so 0 1 2 4 5, okay, undefined. Here it will try to perform the arithmetic operations, so answer would be 4 6 0.5. 27th one. Here we are trying to check whether the array element is present in that index is present in that array or not. Yes, it is present. 2 is there, 0 2 for marker is there, so answer is true, not marker. 28th one. First it will try to perform the unshift operation, shift operation, unshift at the beginning or end, at the beginning, shift at the beginning. So it will try to insert, it will try to delete, again it will try to insert, again it performs a deletion operation and deletion operation. So the answer for this snippet would be a 2. Here we are trying to perform the sum of the values. When you find some question like can you find out the sum of an array elements, then we can use the snippet. Here we are trying to perform addition of all the array elements, so the answer would be a 12. As we have done for a map, it is in the similar way. Sum would be a 0 plus array of 1. Again for the next iteration 2 plus 4. Again for the next operation 6 plus 6. So answer would be a 12. For the first option, 0 in A it returns true and 0 in B it returns false. The answer is A. Here B is not there. Type of B would be an undefined. Undefined will be stored in A. Type of A is undefined. In the sense, type of undefined would be a string. Again, type of string would be a string. The answer is heart symbol. Let courses equals to C, JavaScript, React. Console.log of courses instance of array. Answer is true. So these are the questions which we have discussed in the sessions. So let us have a slide for 2 minutes. And if you have any queries in this also, you can just comment us below this video. And we have logical programs done based upon these arrays, asked in interview questions like Amazon and all these MNCs. So you can just go through the playlist, you will find all the questions. And these are the questions and the concepts based upon this JavaScript arrays. If you have any queries, any questions to solve, you can just comment it below so that we can discuss in the next session. We have started this session with, this is the day 5, like fifth session we are trying to do. First session, second, if you have gone through all the sessions, it would be very easier to understand like what we have written and what are the operations we are trying to perform, how we have discussed the methods. And based upon these methods, we have done some small snippets, like we have taken the puzzles, the logical questions across the internet, whatever we found, the most commonly asked questions, and we are trying to implement the logics on it, like multiple logics for each question, using ES6 and using the earlier versions of the JavaScript also, like without using predefined methods, using predefined methods. So it will be easier for us to solve the complex questions. If you have any queries also, you can just comment below this video, or you can just drop us a mail. So these are the concepts we have discussed as of now, right? And so these are the questions. If you have any questions stuck somewhere or you are unable to understand, you can just comment below this video, the timing and everything. We can give a more in detail explanation about it. Comment below this video like what are the code you are unable to understand or the snippets. So these are the snippets which we have discussed based upon this today's sessions. Like tomorrow again we will have a new session based upon these questions, topics what we discussed. We will have 10 to 30 questions so that we can understand like what did we learn. And these are the basics for the beginners, like who are from non-technical background, who wants to master this JS. And we will have advanced sessions on this also. And everything we have covered, like all the questions based on these concepts, like type of we have discussed in the first day session. So this is how we have done with the session, and thank you.